Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, let me see what you guys see. Okay. Do you guys see the slides? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm doing this blind because I don't, you guys see what I see, exactly what I see. Is that working? We got to see the full slide. Good, thank you. Okay. What was that? Already? Wow, that's awesome. I don't know what I did. It's working. Okay, so let's start off with nomenclature. Okay, so there are a couple of naturally occurring alkanes. Some of them are used in various forms. So like, for instance, we have fungicides. So capelin is one of those fungicides. We have a convulsant, icothiolol, and then we have an anti-cancer drug. And again, these are things that are found in nature, so they've been found in the wild, right? So, but we also have things that have been synthetically made as well. And so we have antiagestics, and we also have antihypertensive hypertensive medication as well too. So we will come across alkanes again synthetically and then also naturally, right? So both are going to be occurring. So we need to be familiar with how to name them. And as you guys know, we have what we call the common name and the systematic name. This is going to be interesting. Do you guys see me underline the common name? Did it show up on your screen? Okay, good. Okay, so often we're going to be able to use both, right? So for instance, we have ethine, right? So 2 carbons, we know that 2 carbon chain, ETH, right? So its common name is called acetylene, right? Okay, we have 1-butyne. Its common name is ethyl acetylene. Okay, and that makes sense because we have the acetylene as our core right there, and then we have an ethyl group that'll be coming off of it. Okay, then we have 2-pentyne, and you guys recall we do the nomenclature, longest carbon chain possible, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the location of the triple bond. Okay, or we could call this methyl, where this is the methyl group. I'm sorry, ethyl methyl acetylene, right? Where the acetylene is acting as our core, the root. Okay. Sambula, do you need another computer? Do you want to, just in case, you know, yours run out? So you know where they're at. Yeah, the library? Yeah. No, you can go right in here. And, can I erase? Okay. This is all new. I'm learning here, you know. Okay, so let's try to give this a go. Okay. I know it's not the prettiest. What would this guy be? Both. Oh, I can tell it's been a little bit of a long break there. Have any answers yet? Longest carbon chain is 8. That's correct. Okay. So 3 dash octyne. Okay. And its common name? So, and again, the systematic name is often called the IUPAC name. So, did you say N-butyl? Okay. So why would we have to say N-butyl? Because, or just, if we said butyl, what would be the understanding? Okay, so let's go with the systematic name. Can you guys see it at home?
Yes.
More further. Be able to connect it directly.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work. It's not some other issue.
Okay. Jesse, are you guys there?
As in the whiteboard, or
Yeah, can you guys see the whiteboard?
yeah,
Okay.
I see the drawing and then the tert butyl propyl.
Okay, now I can't draw anything on there. What a day. Give me 1 second. So, okay. So, where am I going to start numbering from? Oh, I guess, sorry. You guys can see it, but they can't. Okay, let me fix that. Hold on. Let's see. So we'll go. That's one of those days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, so then my root is going to be you got to say it confidently. You guys are sit. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Four. Yes, you can. Two comma two dimethyl. Piece of cake, or as Jessica suggested, you could have also done 2,2-dimethyl. Deca 4. Okay. Questions? Concerns? $1 million? Okay, pretty simple, right? Not too hard? No? Okay, Abby, what's your question? One, two, three, four. The double bond starts at the 4, goes between the 4 and the 5. What's that? I mean, sorry, triple. The triple bond goes between the 4 and the 5. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions? The common name? Yes. So the common name is going to be based upon the acetylene. Acetylene represents the triple bond, right? And so in this case, we have two sides in this case, right? We have the first side and the second side. So then it would have two parts to it, right? So this guy would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. So what would that be? A 5 carbon? What was that? Penta. So then what type of penta would it be? This guy. What type of penta would this be? Tert. Yes, because it's that T, right? So then that would be tert. What was that? Tert penta. Yes. So if we did the common name, this guy would be tert penta. Sorry, tert pentyl. And then on the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. Also, sure. Did I mess up on my counting? Okay, here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons here. And then that's the center carbon is our 5th carbon. Okay. And then over here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy. What was that? Yep, it has a triple bond. Triple bond right there. And then on one side you have one of your structures, and the other side you have the other structures. So we have an N pentyl and we have a tert pentyl, right? I got to get used to using Zoom again. Okay. Questions? Okay. Okay. So what would the structure look like? Did you guys draw it out already? Yeah. Yes, we're drawing the one in the red. How are you guys doing at home? Anybody want to draw my whiteboard? Jesse,
Howdy.
want to draw that structure for me?
The tert butyl.
Butyl, propyl, acetylene. In terms of the name? Yeah, well, because they're both pentyl, right? So you would use the prefix then. But normally the prefix doesn't play a part, but they're both pentyl. You understand? Yes, you would include the N to let us know that it's an N pentyl, because it has the possibility it could be tert pentyl, or it could have been sec pentyl. Does that make sense? Yeah, technically you could have it as tert pentyl, but it would be more accurate to having it as N pentyl, because N meaning that it's connected, you know. I love how it's annotating, or I should say, captioning some of the words that we were talking about. Because I said pentyl and it put pencil. Okay, we got some answers. Okay. Are you there, Jesse?
Yes. So what's that? Oh, it's just tert butyl. I hate the common name.
Okay, so the acetylene, what does that mean, Jesse? What does this mean? Triple bond.
Triple bond. Oh,
Okay. So we have a triple bond, right? I know it looks like I've been drinking. Okay, so I have a triple bond. Now, what's going to be on one side of the triple bond? Tert. So what does tert look like? Tert butyl. It's going to be a cross. Like this? Are you sure? So 1, 2, 3, right? And then this will be our fourth one, right? Tert butyl is 4, isn't that correct? So if we're looking at tert butyl alone, okay, I'm good. Okay, so that's my tert butyl. And then on the other side,
propyl.
propyl. And what does that look like? We'll have to draw the shape. Sorry. Okay, you guys see that? Abby, you have it look. Okay.
Good question.
Yes.
Is the acetylene will always go like away from like the third or double bond?
You're saying triple bond will always go away from the. Yeah, so the triple bond is going to be in the middle if there are two components. If the triple bond is going to be at the end, if there's only one. So like, for instance, if it was all, say, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go. What would that be called? tert butyl. So this guy we call tert butyl what? It's common name. What do we use to represent the triple bond? Because there's nothing on the other side, there's just that triple bond. You guys want to help her out? That's right. So acetylene just represents the triple bond, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, so remember, triple bond is always represented by the acetylene. Okay. Okay, and again, the YNE, if there's no other functional groups, it has priority. So it wants to have the lowest number on it. Okay, lowest number. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay, so here we have longest carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our longest carbon chain. Okay, we start counting in this direction because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And it's 4 both ways. So either way, it's 4, right? So the triple bond doesn't matter in that case, right? Because it's always going to be 4 either way we go. But we want to give anything that's coming off of it, those substituents that are coming off of it, the lowest number possible, right? So then we're going to call this guy 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 3 bromo, 2 chloro, 4 octene. Okay. And it's not going to be 6, 7 because we want to try to have the lowest numbers possible. Okay. Now that's if we're able to get it from both directions. But we want to try to give our triple bond or our double bond the lowest number otherwise, right? So if it was over here, our triple bond, double bond was over here, that would be different. Does that make sense? Mauricio, yeah, that look. Okay, so this guy is longest carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The triple bond is in the middle, so it doesn't matter which way that goes, right? So then, who do we want to give us the lowest number? In this case, lowest numbers possible. So we could have 1 bromo, or we could have 1, 2 methyl. Which one is going to be less? Smallest numbers. So it is going to be 1 bromo, right? So 1 bromo, 5 methyl, 3 hexene. Okay, and it's not going to be 6 bromo, 2 methyl, 3 hexene. Okay, because we know that 1 is less than 2, right? Okay, now if we have a functional group that has higher priority, we know that the bromos are pretty low and then the alkanes are low, right? So they're equally low. Okay, now if there's one, let's say we had an OH, let's say here, right? That would change it because it has priority over it. Does that make sense? It does have priority over the triple bond. Yep. Did I print out the priority list for you guys? You don't believe so, or? Yeah, I think I did too. Okay. Let's see. So this guy, 1, 2, 3 carbon, 2 double bonds. Okay, so its systematic name is going to be propadiene. Why is it diene? Why am I dying? Because there's 2 double bonds, right? Di meaning 2, right? Okay, its common name is alene. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon chain. We have 2 double bonds, right? So then, and we have a methyl coming off. So it'll be 2 methyl. It's 1, 4 hexadiene. Or we could do it where we put the 1, 4 internal. Okay, both ways are acceptable. So this guy, it's a 7 carbon chain and triple bond, right? So that's 2 triple bonds, so that's diene, right? Okay, so that's 6 methyl, 1, 4 heptadiene. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Okay. That's a double bond. Not the prettiest. What was that?
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Are all those triple bonds on this one?
Yep, they're all triple bonds. Okay, so where are we going to start at? We're going to start numbering at. Left or right? We're going to start from this side. On this side? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So again, we want to give the lowest numbers possible to our double bonds, right? So this will give us 2 if we started from the other way. Let's put the numbers up so you'll see it. So that's 1, 2, 3, right? So 2 versus 3. So, okay. So then what are we going to name this guy? Come on, Jess. Okay, so you have 2, 6, 6. Trimethylene. Okay.
2, 4.
So 2, 4.
Heptadiene.
Diheptene. Sure.
Heptadiene. Maybe.
You said diene. But should it be diene? What should it be? Hepta.
That's what I said. I said heptadiene.
Diene. Okay. Yeah, because the diene, the double bond, right, is doubled, right? If we put the di in front of the hept, that suggests that you'd have 2 7s that are going on. Okay. Yes, you can put the numbers on the inside. Yes. So both of those would have been fine. So, or you could have written it as. Oops. Okay, what about this guy? We're going to start counting from. You said to the right here? Okay, so one, this way, over here. Okay, let's do it both ways. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or we can go the other direction, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's going to give me the lowest numbers? The green or the red? Or brick, whatever you want to call that. The green's going to give me the lowest numbers, right? Because I have a 1 and a 3, where I would have a 1 and a 5. Right? I went the other way. Okay, so then this guy's going to be called (5) dimethyl. Seven octyl triane. Or the same name, but put the numbers. I can highlight it. Yep. Let's see. 1. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So one of the carbons have 6 attachments?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So 1 and 2 has a double bond, right? So we have C, triple bond. Sorry, not double bond, triple bond. C, single bond. Right? Then we have C, triple bond. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here we have carbon, 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 and then this guy has a carbon off of it. This is CH3, CH3, and then this guy has CH2, and then we have carbon, triple bond, carbon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see it? I know it's not pretty. Hold on. Let me see if I can clean it up for you. So. It's over. Oops. Okay, so this is my first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, right? Fourth. And the fifth carbon is just a carbon on its own, right? And it actually has two methyl groups hanging out of it. Okay. Okay. Yes, good job. Okay, questions, concerns, Cash, Kool-Aid? Good. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so what happens if I have a double bond and a triple bond, right? Now, again, this is the weirdest thing. We want the lowest number to go to the ene, but the ine gets the last name. It ends with the ine. Okay? So, it's called me a liar. Sorry. It's giving the lowest number to the, that does not make sense because disagrees with something else. Anyway, we'll do it the way that they say in the book because it's, again, modifications. I have to be adjustable. Okay? So, the ine gets the lowest number and the last name, which, again, I don't necessarily agree with, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so triple bond has the lowest number. It's lower than the, the thing is that the ine and the ene are considered to be equals. Okay, so here we're looking at the lowest possible number, period. Okay, so because the ine has a 1 and the ene has a 1, 2, so 1 is less than 2, so then we'll go with the ine. Okay, so we'll start over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's going to be 5 heptene, 1 ine. And you notice the 5 makes reference to the ene, and then the 1 makes reference to the ine. Are you guys there? You with me? You see it?
Yes.
Yes, because in this case, in the 1 carbon, because remember, they're equal. Now we're just looking at which one has the lowest number, right? So this is the 1 carbon. If we go over here, that's 1, 2. That would be a 2 carbon, right? So in this case, this guy is 1 heptene, 5 ine. Then the double bond has priority. Double bond has priority. So if they were both at the 1s, let's say we had 1, 1, then a double bond has priority. But the ine would get the end, the last name. Will be the triple bond. Yeah. Again, I won't argue because, like I said, I learned it differently when I was in school. So, but that was several years ago. So I have to go with modern times. According to the book, exactly, which was published a lot early. I mean, a lot. It's not as old. It's a relatively new book, so I have to definitely go with the book. So. And again, we didn't call things systematic. We call IUPAC. So, but anyway, okay. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we can start the other way. It would have been 1, 2. So the 1 has the lowest priority. So in this case, this guy would be called 3-butyl 1-hexene fluorine. Okay. So let's give it a shot with you guys. Okay. And again, if we have a choice, we want our longest chain to encompass the doubles and triple bonds because it makes it so much easier to make. Okay. If we have a choice. Okay. So where am I going to start with this guy? Okay. So let's do over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. So it would be
It's gonna be hepta or hept.
okay. Hept.
Yes.
So what should be in front of it? Should it be ene, ein, or hept ene, ein, hept on, heptol?
We could do heptin 1-ene.
Okay, so I need to put a number in front.
Or after it. Either one. I think. Because we could do heptin
Hey, look at
1.
it. 'Cause there's a double bond and a triple bond. So how do I know where the double bond and the triple bond are at?
So put 1 after and then ene or y-n-e.
You're saying one after? Are you sure? Oh, Y. Okay. And then
y-n-e.
okay. So
Okay.
then how do I know where the double bond is at?
You put 5
Okay.
before the heptin.
Okay.
And then the then put, so it'll be 3 ethyl, 5 heptin, 1 ene.
So 3 ethyl.
And then that's it.
So 3 ethyl, 5 heptene, 1 ein. Okay. Good.
Yes. Unless anyone wants to argue with me.
What's that?
I'm like, unless anyone wants to argue with me.
Does anybody want to argue with him? No. They said they'll let you win this time.
Good.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So double and triple bonds are tied, right? So in this case, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, so they're both on the 2 carbon, right? They're tied. So then we're going to give the double bond the lowest number. Okay. Questions? So we have this. This will be called actually, I just drew what was on the board. Okay, lost everything. There. Okay, Mauricio, help me out. Okay. So you said octane -7. Okay. Okay. Questions? Concerns? Piece of cake, right?
Yes.
Okay. Multiple guess. What is the systematic name for the following compound? Was that E as in donkey? So why is it D and it's not B? Okay, since they both start at. Okay. Good. You all agree?
Yes.
It is D. Yep. Okay. So what is the systematic name of the following compound? You said B? Did you say D? Elephant. E. E as an elephant. Yeah, remember, you guys have mask on. So if you guys talk real soft, I can't hear you. Plus, I'm hard of hearing. So, okay. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Like, these are easy, huh?
Yeah, give us a hard one.
What was that?
I said give us a hard one.
By the way, those were on your very similar to your practice exam. I mean your ACS exam. Okay, highest priority. That's some of you guys missed. Just for the record. Highest priority. Okay, so in terms of our priority, right? Remember we talked about our priority list? The carbonyl has a higher priority than the hydroxide, than the amine, than the double, and then the triple. So these guys are going to be equal in terms of priority, right? But we know that if they're equal, double bond. Okay. So highest priority to lowest priority. Okay. So knowing what we know, this guy, we have 1, 2, 3, or we have 1, 2, 3. So this guy would be called 2 propene 1 ol. Okay, why? Why don't we call it? What was that? Because alcohol has priority. Okay, so here, this guy is going to be called. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 methyl, 3 pentanol, pentene 1 ol. Okay. You guys see that? So since the double and the triple bond are lower priority than the other functional groups, they get the last name. So, okay, and that's the same thing with the amines, right? So this guy would be called 6 heptene 2 amine. Okay. 3 hexene 2 ol. 6 methyl 2 cyclohexenol. Okay. Now, this is a kind of a good one, right? Because we take a look at our ring here, our ring structure. Where would we start with the 1? Where would the 1 start? It would start on the alcohol. So, okay. Now, will we go left or will we go right with our numbering? Okay. Clockwise. Okay. Why are we going clockwise? Because the double bond. The double bond has a second priority, right? So then it would have priority over the methyl. Okay. Okay, and then here, double bond versus an amine. Who has priority? The amine. Okay, so this would be 1. That would be 2. This would be 3. Right? Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Good, we got a name where we're starting counting. from.
Yes.
Was
Start
that
on the
to the
left.
Okay. Color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm biased to 8 or something. Okay. So what are we going to call this?
5, 7 octadiene.
5, 7.
Octa die in to all.
You guys agree? How did you do it? That would be incorrect because remember, it's part of the main. If you put it on the outside, you're suggesting that it isn't part of it. No, the O is going to be the last name, right? But the octa, diene, right? You're saying that it's part of the double bond is within the long chain. It's within your main chain. If you have it on the outside, you're starting to suggest that it isn't part of the chain. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
When it's branching. So that was suggested when it's branching. But then you'd also put YL to suggest that it's branching. So it's ENYL, suggesting that it's often a branch. Does that make sense? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So I am actually going to cut it short a little bit today, since we had a lot of technical difficulties, and I want to stop here on a priority, and then we'll pick a little bit up on Wednesday, just a little bit. We'll do about 15 minutes to 20 minutes of lecture, and then we'll really get into our lab.